Hi, I'm Melvina Hawes, wife of the founder of Laverne. I am one of the members of the Laverne, or the Maplewood Cemetery Association Sidewalk Committee. And in 1886, Maplewood Cemetery was incorporated. It was thought up by Eli Grout, T.P. Grout, and Niss. They needed a cemetery because the cemetery used to be by the American Reformed Church, where the American Reformed Church is today. If you remember back a few years ago, they removed all the graves that were from there and brought them out here. The reason they did that is because there is a high water table that runs through that cemetery, and the caskets were made of wood at the time and therefore deteriorated, and people's bodies were being spread all over. And it upset the people at that time, so they made the cemetery. Well, as I said, it was incorporated in 1886. Well, in 1889, Mr. Bark was on the cemetery board, and he decided he needed a lot, and he took his lot. And along with the other board of directors, from 1886 to 1900, they all got free lots. But this was not right. In the Constitution of the cemetery, it says that no one should be given special privileges. Everything you did for the cemetery, you should be paid. The directors were paid $2.50 for each meeting. Mr. Bark was paid $2.50 for each meeting. And the secretary was paid a sum for the year. The treasurer was paid a sum for the year. And in 1900, the women, between 1886 and 1900, they had been raising money so that a wooden sidewalk would be built from Main Street out to the cemetery. And they couldn't figure out why the cemetery didn't have any money to help with this project. All they had was $12.03. And so the women got mad, and they had men investigate the meetings of the cemetery. It was found that all the directors were getting free lots. And so the women went to an attorney and they sued the board members. And this lawsuit went all the way to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court said, no, no, no. And therefore, the men all had to pay money back for all their lots. You'll see Hinckley, Bark, and others that had to pay their money back and replenish the cemetery funds, and they were also able to start the fund for the chapel. Now, there was one person that they gave a good deal to, and they let that by. This stone behind me is E.H. Bronson. He was a pioneer minister, and he would be a minister for anybody, no matter if you believed or not, or if you were Jewish or whatever. He was a very kind man, and they let him buy it for $50 because he was having hard luck with his family, and he needed a cemetery lot. So he was the only one that they gave a good deal to. But the other ones all had to dig up the money and pay for the lots. So that's my story. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the stories. Betty and Kara are down here, and there's some very, very neat stories. So have fun.